because you said you had an issue regarding the last witness, which is fine. We can address that quickly, and then I'm going to have the jury brought in, and that will be your opportunity to call
That's a
Ms.
misdirect.
Patterson.
That's a misdirect. What issue did I say I had with the
You
last?
said you wanted to raise
said-
an issue with about Detective
What I
Guzman's
said was
testimony.
I might have more questions for that witness. I didn't say it was an issue.
Oh, I didn't hear that, sir. You had your opportunity to ask the witness questions. He's been released.
Your Honor, if I mumble something under my breath, somehow that's audible, but when I talk clearly, somehow
I may
nobody
have
hears
missed
me.
it, but I heard, what I interpreted was when you said I may have an issue with this witness, I didn't understand. I guess I didn't take that as you were going to reserve your right to recall him.
That's a misdirect. What's a misdirect? How's it going, everyone? Christian Duke, Sight Sounds Flavors on YouTube, sightsoundsflavors.com. If at any point in time during this video you like it, please smash that like button. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and leave a comment down below. You know, the misdirects, that's like tacit agreement, that's like sustain. These are just terms that I almost call them like Darrellisms, you know what I mean? DURLisms. You know, that's a misdirect. I don't know what that means, but, you know, what I couldn't get over, and I know that a lot of people are going to echo this in the comments down below, I hope, it's him looking up at the ceiling. That really, I mean, if we're going to like sort of chart, top 5, 3, 10, 20 things that really antagonize, irritate people, make their blood boil when watching this trial footage, it's when he looks up. Because that is just like the epitome of disrespect for the court. He's looking up. He's not looking at prosecution. He's not looking at the judge. He's not looking at court officers. He's not looking at anybody. He's looking up. And just for this guy who is responsible for the heinous crime that he was charged and convicted of to look up is just about the most shameless thing that he could say. Well, he's not even saying. He's not saying anything. He's not even looking at people. He's looking up. Like, you know, he's the victim. You know, he is the wronged party. You know, he's the one that's inconvenienced. He's the one that really, it's like, my man, you know, you killed more than half a dozen people. You injured dozens of people. You wreaked havoc on a community. You re-traumatized victims and survivors. You mocked the court. And yet you have the audacity to look up at the ceiling because the judge misunderstood. You know, and the judge even later, you know, and again, you guys know I give Judge Darrell a 97. But the judge, she takes the time. And I'm not saying that she's placating Darrell, but she takes the time to try to make her case that she misunderstood him. When I'm surprised she understood anything he had to say because he was all over the place. And it was a game. I know there's other sound bites where he says it's not a game, his life's on the line and this and that, but it was very much a game. He was playing with the court by saying a million different things at once. And whenever the court didn't get it right, but like I said, how could you get it right? Because he was playing games all throughout the trial, he would lash out like this. And what is up with the rubbing of the eyes? I mean, what is that? I mean, did he have something in there? Was there like a dust particle that went in his eye? Like, what was up with the eyes? Was he on the verge of crying? Was he trying to play that down? Was he tired? Was he bored? Was it anxiety? What was that? I mean, he was rubbing at his eyes, like, you know, pretty aggressively. So I'm drinking this. This is like a 0 sugar energy beverage at Panera, which is really cool because they had like 3 or 4 of them, but they never had a sugar-free option. And it's just like, I'm wired. But I got to tell you, that to me was really what was weird. And I know that we like to sort of microanalyze everything that Darrell Brooks does in this trial because this is like the OJ trial, which, you know, happened, what, in 94, 95-ish. And here we are in 2023, and we're still talking about it. Of course, there, I think the jury got it wrong, but, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, to me, just the idea that he would do this with his eyes and, you know, rubbing his eyes like this and looking up at the ceiling. And it wasn't just those 2 things, because there were other facial gestures like him looking up, rolling his eyes, this very diva-like behavior. You know what I mean? Like he's just like, he's owning this role of the victim here because a witness was released, even though it was perfectly reasonable to think he was done with the witness. But I guess he wanted Judge Darrell to read his mind. And I just don't understand. Again, you know, a lot of people give me grief because I gave Judge Darrell a 97. And somehow I guess to some people that, because, you know, Judge Darrell's got her supporters. I'm a supporter. I gave her a 97. I don't know how many times I got to say that. I gave her a 97. That's an A. I did not give her a 98. I did not give her a 99. And you're right. Guilty as charged. I did not give her 100. Guys, 100 is a perfect score. I don't think a judge in any case, anywhere, anytime could get 100. I don't think it's possible. The judge in the Murdaugh trial, I thought, did a fantastic job. And I think I don't have any Murdaugh videos up anymore. I'm going to start putting them back up. Because you guys remember when I with Sight Sounds Flavors, I wanted to like kind of stay in the tourism, music, food thing. And so I erased a lot of those videos and I started Everything Else channel on YouTube, which, by the way, I don't know if you've subscribed. All you got to do is go to everythingelschannel.com. Just type that in, everythingelschannel.com. It'll take you to Everything Else channel on YouTube. Subscribe. We're at like 760 subscribers. Obviously want to get to 1,000 so we can do lives and stuff like that. And so I had erased a lot of the Darrell Brooks, Murdaugh stuff, basically all the trial stuff from Sight Sounds Flavors, and I moved it over to Everything Else channel, which there's a lot of that over there. So if you're like looking for more, because people want me to do multiple videos a day, I'm like, go to everythingelschannel.com. It's there. But in any event, I had put out a video about the Murdaugh trial, and for that video, when it was still up at Sight Sounds Flavors, I think I gave the judge in that case like a 95 or something. I was very impressed with that judge. But I'm even more impressed with Judge Darrell. I gave her a 97. And I know like there's like two people out there somewhere that don't like that I say I gave her 97 because I say it over and over again. But the reason that I say it over again is not to antagonize like the one or two people that it does antagonize. It's just to remind the Judge Darrell diehards on YouTube that I love what the judge did. She did a great job. But the reason she didn't get that last 3% is because I thought she was too nice. And it's also, this is another example. Why did she have to feel the need? And it was, don't tell me it was because she didn't want him to have an appeal, because that's clearly not what the motivation here was. She, for whatever reason, wanted Darrell to know that she was being fair. And that has nothing to do with the appeals process. It has to do with her. I don't know what it has to deal with, because it's not the appeal. You can't make that argument. You can't make that argument. I think she wanted him to feel like it was a fair trial. Why she cared what he had to think or feel, I don't know. But that's why she didn't get the 100 and she got a 97. But the fact that he's rubbing his eyes like this pissed me off. The fact that he was looking up at the ceiling pissed me off. The fact that you know, he even used the word misdirect. Like he is basically questioning the integrity of the court from the get-go, from the very beginning of this clip, which is only about a minute long. You know, there's channels where you can watch 5 hours of content. I don't do that, guys. I don't do that. I'll take a tiny little clip for fair use, which is totally allowed, and then I'll talk for 7-8 minutes on it. But from the very beginning of that clip, when he used the term misdirect all the way to the end, when he's rubbing his eyes, looking at the ceiling, it was abundantly clear that he was hostile to the court, and why the court went above and beyond to try to convince him otherwise is beyond me.